Welcome back to the Vertu YouTube channel. Now, if you're looking for something big, looking for something sporty, and for something with a BMW badge on it, you look no further than the BMW X5, am I right? You can't reply, but the flagship SUV of the BMW range is here in purple. It's M-sported up. It's the hybrid version, and we're about to go over it to see if it is the best all-round SUV out there for performance and looks. Now, before we get going, I need to talk about something very quickly. We know that there has been a new release. BMW have released the new BMW X5 in June, and that will be coming to UK roads very, very soon. This is the 4th generation, but look out for the 5th generation soon. And also, let's talk about money before we get to driving it. Now, the entry-level BMW X5 could be yours for £75,850 today, as the day of filming, from a Vertu dealership. But this one, this beautiful purple X5 that we've got here, is the iDrive 50e. M-sported up, and this could be yours for £82,260 again today as the day of filming from a Vertu dealership. So let's talk about those trim levels before I get to the design of this thing, because I can't wait to talk about it. Just look at it. There are options. Now, BMW have the petrol and diesel options. This is the plug-in hybrid, so the iDrive 50e that I talked about, and basically that comes with the M Sport styling on it. And look at it, it's an absolute thing of beauty. We've got grooves in the bonnet, we've got a huge front grille, which has really been a staple of BMWs. Absolutely love it. I love the black and purple combo, that front sort of diffuser there, lots of air intake. Absolutely gorgeous. This is a little carbon fibre effect there as well. I think in terms of road presence and that front end, it just says aggression, and M Sport do that very, very well. And as standard, this comes with 21-inch alloys as well, which I think look absolutely fantastic. Rear styling on the M Sport model has to mention this big rear diffuser. Again, looks very, very sporty to the standard X5, and it's got that sort of straight back. And look, just to let me know we're sporty, M Performance written on this spoiler. The touchings on this are absolutely perfect. Let's talk about the boot space, because this is the plug-in hybrid, remember, so it's not going to be as big as the petrol and diesel options. They're around about sort of 600 plus. This does have 500 litres of boot space, and we've got a remote tailgate. Split, absolutely love that. And look at that, it gives you a nice flat load space, absolutely perfect for any pets back here or luggage. You've got lots and lots of room. You've even got a little bit of underfloor storage there for your cable and whatnot, so it's absolutely ideal. We've got 12 volt with charging point, and you've got hooks there in place. I think it's absolutely perfect for a camper. Cameraman's nodding along, he loves a bit of camping. We've got a 60-40 split on the seats as well, and there we go. I just think it is a very capable SUV. It's not only sporty, that's massive. On the inside here, I am pretty pleased with this. Actually, that's an understatement. This is lovely. The cream interior, let's start with the seats actually. Cream leather seats on this particular M Sport model that we've got here. I think really, really nice touch. Absolutely easy to get into a driving position. Electric, fully electric, up, down, any way she wrote. It is very, very nice and very, very easy. I've been playing with the seats a little bit too much, but it is aesthetically pleasing. But there's no hard plastic, as you would expect with the price point. There's not going to be any hard plastic anywhere around. All of this is a lovely sort of leather effect dash, and over here on the door as well. We're armed with Harman Kardon sound system as well, so everything's got that touch of refinement. Remember, this is the hybrid model, the M Sport version as well, so it is a very, very lovely spec, as you would expect. Next thing, other than the seats that have really wowed me, I mean, whenever there's cream seats, it's going to go straight to that. I just have to mention it. But let's talk about the infotainment system. It is essentially 2 screens, but in the style of one big screen. You know how it works by now. We've got the driver display, which again, very big, stacked with information that I need. There's not an overload, which is good, and it is perfectly positioned. I was worried that the steering wheel was going to block it, but it actually doesn't. Also, we've got the infotainment system over here, fully touchscreen, and it is very, very responsive. There's no lag at all. We've got wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as standard, and everything is on there that you want. A couple of things that I really, really like: the actually ambient lighting that you can play around with. We've got it over here, we've got it over here, we've got that X5 in there in the display, which I really, really like. That's a nice touch and worth a mention, the ambient lighting. Other things that this car comes with, we've got that comfort access, so the keyless entry. We've also got park assist for manoeuvrability. It is a very, very big car, but all operated via here. I think it is very, very smart, this particular system. There is a lot of apps on there, lots of things on there. Do not get bamboozled. It's very, very easy to use. One thing I'm going to talk about is buttons. Now, you know I like buttons. I like it on the infotainment system, but I also like the option. Now, this isn't fully electric, so I'm guessing they've thought, let's make things easier for those going plug-in hybrid. Let's make some buttons, and they've got those on the center console. I've got a rotary controller here. I've got a home button. I've got my media. I've got my nav. So I've got everything, obviously, with the gear selector, with my start-stop button. I also can flick through the sport mode, hybrid mode, electric mode. So I love the fact that I've got buttons here as well as everything on the infotainment system. Interestingly, though, obviously I can control everything from the rotary controller, which is good. I've also got a little shortcut bar here to my heated seats, heated steering wheel, and my climate control. So I can control all of that via the bottom there, via the sort of shortcut bar, but I've also got some buttons as well. Please do not stop giving me buttons. Right, let's talk storage, because we've got this nice little center console, which has got a little hideaway couple of cup holders, and if I put my phone in there, that is a wireless charging pad as well. I've got a USB point there, which I was a little bit concerned about, and I've got a 12 volt charging point there, and I was like, where's my USB-C? But in here, my secret cubby hole, which is an armrest as well, I've got USB-C in there, so I'm pleasantly pleased, and that's quite deep and quite a good little storage compartment. I've got nice big door bins as well, both sides, glove box, absolutely fine. Not the biggest, but it's fine. But a couple of things about the cup holders here: they are heated or cooling. I have a snowflake and a heated option to keep my drink warm or keep it cold. I'm so excited about that. I've genuinely been looking at that for the last half an hour. Now, a couple extra safety and technology features that this X5 has that are quite cool and you might want to know about. First of all, Parking Assistant Pro and rear camera. It's a big car, so you've got the Park Assistant Pro. I've mentioned it's going to be really, really handy. The camera, very, very HD and very, very useful. But also, it's got bits to help you on a motorway. We've got highway assistant with active lane change available on this generation X5. Its hands-free driving is also supported on certain motorways as well, so it's going to help you on those longer journeys. And remember, this is a fantastic car for racking up those motorway miles, and I'll come on to that in the drive section. But also, if you pick up your phone and you've got the My BMW app, it allows you to remote precondition your cabin. To let you know what that means in layman's terms, basically to warm up your car before you get in. You also can monitor in the charging status and range as well. So those people that want to go into the 21st century with an EV or a plug-in hybrid, the apps are actually allowing you to do quite a lot with your car before you've even sat in it. And also, in terms of manufacturer warranty, you have a 3-year unlimited mileage manufacturer warranty from the date of first registration in the UK. The plug-in hybrid high voltage battery is actually covered for 8 years or 100,000 miles, whatever comes first. So you are covered in that respect as well. Right, in the back, I could not be more pleased for space, because obviously the battery being under the floor, you'd think it maybe is risen and therefore I won't be able to get my feet under the seat in front. No, No, think again, because there's lots of room there, there's lots of room here, as I'd expect. This is the flagship SUV of BMW, and they're doing a very, very good job managing the space. I've also got some vents back here, and I've also got heated rear seats. That is an absolute must-have in the winter. I know we're in summer right now, but that is fantastic. Absolutely love that. I've got a little bit of storage there. I guess mobile phones can go in there, but interestingly I've got 2 USB-C charging points down here, so fellow passenger is not going to argue over the USB-C charging points. It's got 2 of them, which is great. It's actually got more back here than we have up there, which is interesting. You'd think you'd have one for the passenger up there, but never mind. I guess we should be thankful in the back here. Got a seat pocket here, which gives me plenty of room. Isofix points, let's talk about those. Remember, this is going to be a very popular family car, very easily accessible. Excellent, love those. They're clips, not zips. We like that. The clip doesn't come out and you're like, what do I do with it? It's perfectly done, perfectly accessible. And finally, I've got a centre armrest. Love that. And then you lift this up and it's got a little bit of storage there. Now, I think they're taking kids into account here. Kids accumulate stuff, don't they? And also, look at that. Press a little button, and then we've got cup holders out of nowhere. Boom, milkshake number 1, milkshake number 2. Yes. Okay, this gorgeous BMW X5. How does it drive? Well, let's talk about some figures first while I pull out of this junction, then we'll get to the nitty gritty of how it actually handles and performs as a plug-in hybrid in and around town, etc. So first of all, this is a 3-litre turbo petrol engine combined with an electric motor, and it is all-wheel drive as well. So you've got a very, very nice setup. That electric motor built into the floor, so you know, as we sort of mentioned though, that does not impact in terms of space. Now in terms of power, you've got plenty of it. It's 483 brake horsepower, and it will get you to 60 miles per hour in just under 5 seconds, 4.8 seconds. Now that is absolutely rapid for something that I guess is pretty sporty, but it is just looks, I feel, quite refined still. It doesn't look absolutely outlandish when you're driving it in and around town, for example, but it will turn heads obviously in this beautiful paint job. The battery that accompanies that straight 6 engine that I mentioned will be a 25.7 kilowatt hour battery, and that will get you around about 71.5 miles of electric range, so electric range only, and there is the option to push it into an electric mode only as well. This is an 8-speed automatic gearbox, which is absolutely seamless in terms of changes. So smooth, no lag whatsoever when you put your foot down. That's what you'd expect from a plug-in hybrid and a BMW X5. It's not going to be horrible to drive. Good news is this hybrid system is absolutely fantastic when it comes to flipping in and out of that electric mode into the use of that petrol engine. Now I'll explain. As default, you will start with electric power, and it will kick in obviously at low speeds, managing it in and around town. But then it flips into that 3-litre turbo engine without even noticing it. And that is a massive compliment to BMW, because a lot of hybrids, as you probably notice if you've driven them, you will notice there is a little bit of a change. You will notice when it does flip into power, it will end, all of a sudden it becomes a bit of a noisier vehicle. There's a little bit of a difference in the braking, there's a little bit of a difference when you take your foot off, whereas absolutely not in this car, which is the biggest compliment you can give such a car of such presence and weight, that it goes from electric power to engine power without an issue. Now also, there is a beautiful thing about this car. You've got the options just here to flip it into sport mode, hybrid, or there is an option to push it into full electric mode where you can just drive it on electric power only, which I really quite like, that I am in control of that. I also like that there is this sort of electric hold option that allows you to prepare for ULEZ zones, etc., where you can actually get the car to kick in at those opportune times. So you're planning your journey, you know when you're going to want electric power to kick in, rather than having it do it as it wants. But if you're lazy like me, you're going to let the car decide. At low speeds is when it's going to kick in, and when you put your foot down, it's when you've got the engine to support you. Now, interestingly, this car comes with air suspension as standard. It's a actual option on the petrol and diesel versions of this car, and it just makes for such a smooth ride, managing the lumps and bumps in the road without an issue. Obviously a car of this ilk should do, and also when you flip it into sport mode, everything does stiffen up. You do get a more fun drive if you have the devil in you. But I really like this in and around town as a motorway miler as well. I think it's absolutely fantastic. It's very quiet for such a car of such road presence. So in terms of efficiency, a big car like this, obviously combined with that electric motor, will give you a combined miles per gallon of around about 300. What that looks like if you take the electric power out, you're looking at around about 30 miles per gallon for those people who aren't necessarily used to those combined miles per gallon stats just yet. But I actually think that's probably going to be in keeping with any sort of sporty SUV out there, especially something like the BMW X5. With the performance of this car, I didn't expect it to really set the world alight in terms of efficiency, but combined with that electric motor, I think it is absolutely perfect. I think the plug-in hybrid will be the car of choice, I guess, when it comes to the BMW X5 as an all-rounder, to rack up motorway miles, to manage in and around town, and to give you the best efficiency numbers possible. It is such a lovely car to drive, but it's got that punch when you put your foot down as well. And it's plug-in hybrid, so it's not fully electric. So if you're not ready to go fully electric, this is possibly the best of both worlds. It has everything. So for those buyers that are looking for something that looks nice, premium, can actually go fast when you put your foot down, and do a good job in and around town and on motorways, look no further than this stunning BMW X5 M Sport model. But don't take my word for it. Get in touch with Vertu, drive one of these, you will not regret it. We will see you soon for another car.